Hello. So today we're going to have a look at part 2 of our authority over the devil. You know, this spiritual realm in which we operate, we've been given access by Jesus into the realm of the spirit. And it's such an intriguing landscape. There are so many beings and so many powers and operations that happen in that spiritual landscape. So it's really important as believers that we understand how that works. Who are the beings that operate in that landscape and what actually is their function and what is the extent of their authority. In today's fragment, we're going to have a look at the devil and demons and just exactly how much authority they do have, and then have a look at how much authority we have been given. So enjoy this today.
Really interesting. I think it's, and this has really helped me to gain an understanding of what actually is happening in the spirit realm. Now, I don't claim to know a great deal about it, but there are some things the Lord has really taught me. The first thing that he taught me, that he said to me, is that Satan, Lucifer, that he's a real being.
Yes.
He's not some influence or, some people think, oh, they don't even believe. I remember as an old song in the 70s that Satan says he's so happy because no one believes in him anymore.
Yeah.
But, we know that he's real. He's a real spirit being, but he's not like God. God is omnipresent, which means he's everywhere all at once.
Right.
The devil, Satan, is not.
No, he is not.
He's a spirit being that can only be in one place at one time. So if he's over here annoying you, that lets me off the hook, does it? No, it doesn't. Well,
No.
How can it appear that
He's everywhere.
he's everywhere? You know why? He's got a whole lot of foot soldiers.
He does.
And, I think about in the Second World War when the soldiers went out to fight and you asked the Allied troops, who are you fighting? We're going to fight Mr. Hitler. There's an old song, who do you think you're kidding, Mr. Hitler? And so they'd say, we're fighting Hitler. Well, they weren't. Hitler was safe in his little bunker, issuing orders, and it was these dear little German soldiers who were carrying out Hitler's orders. Well, that's a bit like the devil. And I'm not saying that Germans are demons, but it's an interesting analogy. That Lucifer, that fallen being who's completely corrupted, being cast out of the presence of God, he's got a bunch of foot soldiers.
Yes, he does.
Now, these foot soldiers are actually not fallen angels. They're demons. They're unclean spirits. And, we don't need to go into a whole, and it'd be good for you to study that out. What does it mean, unclean spirit? Well, there are, thousands, millions of these foot soldiers. They're just foot soldiers. And they get given instructions to go out and harass you. They come and harass you. And some Christians think that they're getting harassed by Satan. Well, no, they're not. It's just a demon.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus showed us very clearly what to do with them.
Yes. He surely did.
Yeah.
It would just be good to can we just touch on that? Let's go to Matthew, the 4th chapter. Go to Matthew, the 4th chapter. Sorry about that. Now, in this particular case, it wasn't one of the foot soldiers. It was actually the big dog.
It was, because it's the word, if you look at in a Bible dictionary, he was tempted by the devil. Well, the same word devil is used in other instances, but this word devil was not daimon, I can't say the word, it was diabolos, which is a higher ranking, or probably Satan himself.
Well, yes, because of the way that they interacted was not just something of a lower caste.
No, it was the big guy himself.
Yeah. So Jesus' response to him is very instructional to us. So what worked on the big dog will sure work on one of the little foot soldiers.
Yes.
So it says here we can pick up Matthew 4, verse 1, it says, Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted there by the devil.
Yeah.
For 40 days and 40 nights he fasted and became very hungry. During that time, the devil, this would have been the being,
The spirit
Satan.
being, yeah.
Came and said to him, If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become loaves of bread. But Jesus told him, You can't do this to me. How dare you do this to me? You're so mean. I'm going to tell God to tell you to go away. He didn't do that.
That's not what it says in my Bible.
Jesus told him, No, the scriptures say, people do not live by bread alone,
Yeah.
but by every word that comes out of the mouth of God.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus didn't request that God, his Father, do something about that spirit. Jesus did something about it himself. And going back to, that experience that Brother Hagin had,
Yeah.
where Jesus said, If you wouldn't have, I couldn't have. And so sometimes people want to get God. They pray, God,
dear
make the devil
God.
leave. Make him leave me alone. And
Yeah.
all the while, we have authority to say, it is written.
It is written. Exactly right. Now, you know what? I would even venture to say that very few of us have probably ever been confronted by the devil himself.
Exactly.
I'm not such a bigwig. I know that some people have, but when those lower level, the demons come, they're dressed in the same uniform.
Yeah, they have the same ways.
They've got
they
the same
lie,
ways.
They twist.
Yeah, and so they
torment.
look just like, if you're confronted with a German, and I hate to use it because I love the Germans, but if you're confronted...
you brought it up now twice.
I know. But you know what? Okay, let's stormtroopers, okay?
The bad guys, okay.
The bad guys, they wear the same uniform, they operate the same way, they've been trained in the same way, much like us with Jesus. So sometimes we can't tell the difference between a demon and Satan because they're the same. Those demons can't tell the difference between us and Jesus.
Amen. Not when we're speaking the word.
No, not when we are clothed in
that armor,
and
then
that authority.
What we're saying doesn't sound like him. We need to actually sound like
Jesus.
And Jesus didn't pick words himself.
He said, it is written.
He actually said it is written.
Yeah.
And he didn't just do it once. In this particular account of this encounter with Satan, he used the word every single time.
Yeah.
What can we say? We use the word.
We do.
But sometimes, you know what it's like when we use the word in worship to God. And we're reminding God of his word. We're reminding ourselves of his word, and we're thanking him. But sometimes the word in our mouth isn't directed to God. And it is absolutely a sword.
It's a weapon.
It is.
Yeah.